Your cat is secretly trying to tell you this every night. Your cat is not sleeping at 3 a.m. It's watching you. And if you knew what it was actually trying to say, you'd probably never sleep again. Cats have been living with humans for thousands of years, and in all that time, we still don't really know what's going on inside their heads. We think we do. We assume they're just bored or hungry or weird. But the truth is, cats have a whole language, one they developed specifically because of us. Not for other cats, for us. And most people have no idea they're receiving messages every single day and completely ignoring them. So today, we're going to break that down. Every behavior, every sound, every strange thing your cat does at night, we're going to tell you exactly what it means, and some of it is going to surprise you. Here's the thing. Most people think that when their cat does something weird, it's just a cat thing, like it's random, like there's no logic to it. Your cat knocks a glass off the table. Ha, cats are chaos. Your cat stares at the wall for 10 minutes. Wow, she's crazy. Your cat wakes you up at 2 a.m. by sitting on your chest and staring directly into your soul. Okay, what is wrong with you? But none of that is random, not a single thing. Cats are actually one of the most communicative animals that live with humans. The problem is, they're not communicating the way dogs do. Dogs are obvious. They wag, they bark, they throw themselves at you. Cats are subtle. And because cats are subtle, we miss the messages. We brush them off, we laugh at them, we post them on the internet as relatable cat content. But your cat is genuinely trying to talk to you. And tonight, for the first time, you're going to understand what it's saying. Let's start with nighttime, because that's when cats get the most active and the most misunderstood. The 3 a.m. zoomies. You've seen it. It's the middle of the night, everything is quiet, and then suddenly your cat sounds like it's doing a full NASCAR lap around your apartment. Walls, couch, your face, back to the wall, done. Back to sleep. This is called the midnight crazies, and almost every cat owner has experienced it. But why does it happen? Cats are what's called crepuscular, which is just a fancy word that means they're most active at dawn and dusk. In the wild, that's when their prey is out. Small animals, birds, bugs, they're all most active when it's not fully light and not fully dark. So your cat's brain is basically hardwired to go absolutely feral twice a day. Now, during the day, your cat probably naps a lot. Cats can sleep anywhere from 12 to 16 hours a day. So by the time you're trying to sleep, your cat has basically just had a full 8-hour rest, and their hunting instincts are kicking in hard. They have energy stored up and zero prey to burn it on. So they burn it on your hallway instead. What your cat is actually telling you: I have too much energy and no outlet for it. I need more playtime before you go to sleep. That's the real message. If you spend 10 to 15 minutes playing with your cat in the evening, like actually play with a toy that moves like prey, the midnight zoomies almost always calm down significantly. Your cat isn't being chaotic for no reason. It's asking for something. The stare. Now let's talk about one of the most unsettling things cats do, the stare. You're lying in bed, you open your eyes, and your cat is just there, sitting at the foot of the bed or on the nightstand, just watching you, not moving, not blinking, just existing in your direction with an intensity that feels almost threatening. Here's what most people don't know. In cat language, staring without blinking is actually a sign of dominance or a potential threat. When cats stare at each other that way, it's tense. It's almost like a standoff. But when your cat looks at you and then slowly blinks, that's the opposite. A slow blink from a cat is essentially them saying, I trust you, I feel safe, I like you. It's called the cat kiss. And you can do it back. Seriously. Next time your cat is looking at you, try making eye contact and then slowly, deliberately closing your eyes and opening them back up. A lot of cats will slow blink back. It's basically how you tell your cat, I love you, in their language. But that unblinking stare at 3 a.m., that usually means one of two things. Either your cat wants something, food, water, attention, or your cat is alerting you to something. Cats have much sharper senses than we do. They can hear frequencies we can't. They can smell things we'd never detect. Sometimes when your cat is staring at a wall or staring intently at nothing, there's actually something there. A mouse inside the wall, a bug you can't see, a sound coming from the pipes. Your cat isn't haunted. Your cat is just hyper-aware in a way you'll never be. The 4 a.m. meowing. This one drives people crazy. Your cat starts meowing loudly, consistently, at an hour when no living being should be making any noise at all. Now here's what's interesting. Adult cats almost never meow to other cats. Meowing is a behavior that cats developed specifically to communicate with humans. Kittens meow to their mothers, but once a cat is grown, they basically drop that form of communication with other cats entirely. The fact that your cat meows at you means they figured out that you respond to it. You're the one they're talking to. So what are they saying? It depends on the meow. Cats actually have different vocalizations for different things, and if you pay attention over time, you start to notice the patterns. A short, chirpy meow is usually a greeting. Hey, you're awake, I see you. A longer, drawn-out meow that almost sounds like talking, that's typically a demand. Food, water, attention, something is missing and your cat wants you to deal with it. A low, rumbling, almost growling meow, that's usually discomfort or frustration. And then there's the trill, that little rolling sound that's somewhere between a meow and a purr. That's almost always affectionate. Cats do that when they're happy to see you or when they want you to follow them somewhere. A lot of 4 a.m. meowing comes down to hunger. Cats have small stomachs and fast metabolisms. If you feed your cat once or twice a day at fixed times, their body actually learns that schedule, and they'll start waking you up around feeding time because their stomach is empty and they're used to eating around dawn. One way to deal with this is a timed automatic feeder that gives a small portion in the early morning hours. Suddenly, your cat has a robot to wake up instead of you. But other times, though, the 4 a.m. meowing is something else entirely. Older cats, especially those over 10, sometimes develop a condition called feline cognitive dysfunction, basically a cat version of dementia. They become disoriented at night. They feel confused and lost in a home they've lived in for years. The meowing is anxiety, it's distress. If your older cat suddenly starts vocalizing at night a lot more than they used to, it's genuinely worth a vet visit. Kneading. Let's talk about something a little softer, the kneading. That thing cats do where they press their paws in and out against something soft. Your stomach, a blanket, your face if you're not careful. This goes all the way back to kittenhood. Kittens need their mother's belly to stimulate milk production. It's associated with warmth, safety, comfort, and food. The fact that your cat still does this as an adult means that feeling got stored somewhere deep in their brain as this is what comfort feels like. When your cat needs you, it's one of the highest compliments they can give. They're treating you like a safe place, like something that makes them feel the way their mother made them feel when they were tiny. It's pure, instinctive trust. And a lot of cats do this specifically when they're about to fall asleep, which tracks. It's their way of settling in and saying, I feel safe here. Bringing you dead things. Okay, this is the part where we have to talk about the gifts. If you have an outdoor cat or even an indoor cat that catches the occasional bug, you've probably woken up to something unpleasant at your feet. A bird, a mouse, half a mouse, a moth that technically isn't dead yet. Whatever it is not a threat. It is a present. Here's the thing about cats and hunting. Cats are obligate carnivores, meaning they have to eat meat to survive. It's biological. And in the wild, a mother cat doesn't just bring prey home to eat. She brings it home to teach her kittens how to hunt. She's showing them, look, this is what food is. This is what you do. When your cat brings you a dead animal, they're doing the same thing. In their mind, you are a member of their family, possibly a large, clumsy, helpless member who has clearly demonstrated an inability to hunt for yourself. So they're helping. They're providing for you. They're teaching you.
It sounds gross, and it is gross, but it's also an incredibly loving gesture by cat standards. Your cat looked at you and thought, "This person needs me." That's kind of beautiful, even when it's a half-eaten mouse on your pillow. Sleeping on you. Cats sleep a lot, and where they choose to sleep says a lot about how they feel. A cat that sleeps with you, especially one that specifically chooses to sleep on top of you rather than just near you, is communicating deep trust. Think about it from your cat's perspective. Sleep is when they're most vulnerable. In the wild, sleeping means you're not watching for predators. Your cat's instincts know this, so when your cat falls asleep on your chest or curled up against your legs, they are telling you, "I trust you enough to be vulnerable around you. You are my safe place." Cats also sleep on you for warmth. Your body runs at a higher temperature than the environment, and cats love warmth. But warmth is something they can find in a lot of places. When they choose you specifically, there's something more going on. They want to be near you. Headbutting.
When they bunt you, they're leaving their scent on you. In cat social groups, cats do this to mark members of their own group, to say, "This is one of us." Your cat is including you in their family. They're claiming you in the most affectionate way possible. If your cat does this to your face specifically, consider yourself extremely honored. Cats don't do this with strangers. They don't even do it with all people they know. It's reserved for the ones they feel the most connected to. Tail language. People forget about the tail, but the tail is one of the most expressive parts of a cat's body. A tail held high, straight up like a flag, is a cat saying, "I'm happy to see you. I'm confident. I'm feeling good." If the tip of that high tail has a little curve at the top, like a question mark, that's even better. That's a cat approaching you in a playful, curious, friendly mood. A tail puffed up with the fur standing on end, that's a scared or startled cat. They're trying to look bigger. Something stressed them out. A low, slowly swishing tail is not a happy tail. People confuse cat tail movement with dog tail movement and assume swishing equals happy. It's actually closer to the opposite for cats. A slowly swishing or lashing tail usually means your cat is irritated, overstimulated, or done with whatever is happening. If you're petting your cat and the tail starts moving that way, you should stop. You're about 2 seconds from a scratch. And a tail tucked low or between the legs, that's anxiety. That's a cat that feels threatened or very uncomfortable. Here's the moment that changes how you see your cat forever. All of this, the meowing, the kneading, the headbutting, the gift-giving, the slow blinks, none of it evolved so cats could do it to each other. Cats in the wild don't do most of these things with other cats. The extensive meowing, the bunting as a social greeting, the kneading of adults, these behaviors either developed because of humans or intensified because of humans. Your cat didn't just learn to tolerate you. Your cat developed an entire communication system around you. They studied you. They figured out that you respond to sound, so they developed a wider vocal range when talking to humans than when talking to other cats. They figured out that eye contact means something to you, so they use their eyes to send you messages. They figured out that physical contact communicates safety to you, so they initiate physical contact as a form of bonding. You think you adopted a cat, but your cat also, in their own way, adopted you, and they've been trying to tell you that every single night. So the next time your cat wakes you up at 3 a.m., don't get frustrated. Think about what they're actually trying to say. Are they hungry? Overstimulated? Do they just want to know you're there? The midnight zoomies are pent-up energy from a brain built to hunt. The staring is communication, either a need or an alert. The 4 a.m. meows are almost always a request for something specific. The kneading is love so deep it's stored in their nervous system from when they were born. The dead mouse is a gift from someone who genuinely thinks you can't feed yourself. The headbutt is them telling you that you belong to them. Once you know what to look for, you stop seeing random, weird cat behavior.
you start seeing a relationship, one that your cat has been maintaining way more actively than you realized. If your cat has ever done something you still can't explain, drop it in the comments and let's figure it out together.